Your melody might sound boring because it has no shape. A lot of beginner melodies just repeat the same idea, so the loop gets old fast. If your melody sounds good for 4 bars, but then it gets boring, it might not be your notes. The problem might be that your melody has no shape. In this video, I'm going to show you how I take a short melody loop and make it feel like it actually goes somewhere. A lot of beginner producers can make a short tune. The hard part is extending it without ruining it. The melody is not always bad, it just repeats the same movement too many times. That's why it feels stuck. Instead of asking, what note should I click, I want to ask, which direction does the melody want to move? Here's an ascending melody. A descending melody. A melody with a wave shape. This is what I call a bouncy melody shape. You can call this a call and response or a question and answer kind of melody. I just made a short tune to kind of just show you what using different melody shapes looks like in a melody. These are not different complicated music theory tricks, they are just different ways to move the notes. So let's make a beat in FL really quick using our melody shapes. So I'm going to be using A minor 7, F major 7, C, and G. I was starting with the chords first because the chords tell me what notes are safe. So let's build those. So for F minor 7, my safe notes are A, C, E, and G. And then basically I can use these notes and I don't have to use these notes forever. It just gives me a safe starting point instead of just guessing the notes for the melody. So from these notes, you can tell that there's already emotion in the notes. Now we just need to make a melody that moves using these notes. So this is what I mean by making a short tune. So it's not terrible, but if I keep playing this over and over, it's gonna sound disgusting. So this is where a lot of producers get stuck. Now, moving on to this, we can fix it with a wave shape. So instead of utilizing what I have now, I'm going to just change this up and build off of these notes that I already have on the piano roll because we have our safe chords. So we're going to go A, C, E, G. That's going to be an ascending. And then we can go to A again, and then we'll do C, and then G, and then back down to E. So ascending, and then we'll do like a kind of call and response kind of thing, or a wave. Okay, and then we're just gonna repeat this again. A, C, E, and then back down to C. And then for this, just remove this completely. We'll start at G this time. G, E, C, then A. Boom. So we got a descending, we got a wave. This is also a wave. and then we got an ascending. So let's see how it sounds. Cool. So now we gave our melody a shape. So the first bar goes up, the second one goes up and then comes back down. Then this one also goes up and then comes back down. And then this one starts at the top and goes down. So that's our melody shape. So the first bar goes up and comes back down. That makes it feel smoother. The second bar changes the ending of the first bar so it doesn't feel copy and pasted. And then the third bar brings back the idea of the first bar again and then ends differently so we can remember this first pattern. And then at the end, it's going to answer our first bar, which is the ascending, and then the last one is descending. So that was our call. This is our response, and then we just made some variations for the second and third bar. So bar 1 is your idea, bar 2 is the movement, bar 3 you repeat the idea, and then bar 4 you want to answer it. So our notes are all the same length, so we need to add some spacing. So I like to just extend my first root note and then maybe extend this one or shift it over a little bit and then maybe add like this. So we're just gonna extend some notes. Whenever I'm back, I'll update you guys on what I did. And now the beat still kind of sounds boring, so we can make it sound fuller. All I'm gonna do is move our root A note down an octave. So you can select that by pressing Shift and E to just quickly select it, or you can press this box up here. And then you want to hold Shift while selecting it. You probably don't even have to hold Shift, but if you did want to select different notes, you can hold Shift and change these notes around. So to make it sound fuller, we can bring this down an octave and that'll give it some more bass. So, and then for these shorter ones, I kind of don't like how they're so deep in bass. So we're just gonna move those back up an octave. Cool beans. Now we can take some of our top notes and bring them up an octave, or maybe these ones. Boom. That's all I'm gonna do for that. Cool. Now, another thing we can do is change the instrument. So I'm gonna find an instrument here and let's change that up. So another thing we can do to add a supporting layer is just go back in and then press Control C. And then we're going to get another instrument and make it like a soft pad, just basically not a harsh sounding sound. And I'll get back to you guys. And then another thing we can do is just add like a counter melody into this one. So we're not just repeating the same thing with the soft pad that we added. So you can add a counter melody onto that. If I do add one on, we'll edit it in, whatever. Boom. instead of just adding random notes for the counter melody and my soft pad, all I did was follow the shape of the main melody, and I just added in some notes, but don't add too many notes just because the beat sounds empty, because you're going to add in hi-hats, you're probably going to add in some sort of kick, snare, or 808. So just support the melody and do not overcrowd it. We can go back over these versions of the basic one and the regular one, and I'll show you guys what they sound like. So the fix for this beat was just melody shape, rhythm, and the response of the notes that I was placing, rather than just randomly overcrowding the beat just to make it sound full. So you need shape, rhythm, and response. If your melody sounds boring after 4 bars, try this. First, find safe notes from your chords, please. Second, you need to give the melody a shape. Third, you just change up the rhythm so it sounds human. Fourth, make the first bar answer the 4th bar. If your melody sounds repetitive, boring, or bland, I'm doing free melody loop feedback. I'm using real beginner producer problems to build better FL Studio tutorials. So if you like the video, comment any producer problems you're having as a beginner or even intermediate, and then I need you to subscribe to my channel. It takes like 2 seconds. And if you're looking for melody loop feedback, all you gotta do is click the link in the description or in my bio, and thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next video.
Hating, but you're staring with your one, with a face so bright, but your eyes so cold.